35. Thank you for being patient. We had to wait until we hit that exact moment. I'd like to call the meeting of the CDC Executive Committee to order. Can I please have a roll call?
Chair LaPlante,
Here.
Member Bastian,
Here.
Member Briggs, Member Cahill,
Here.
Member Crandall,
Here.
Member Flynn, Member Heather, here, Member Hennepin, Member Honig,
Here.
Member Krajewski,
Here.
and Member Schwartz.
Here.
Thank you so much. Do we have any public comments?
No public comment.
Okay. I move to approve our minutes from our last meeting. Item 25-1398, our CDC Executive Committee regular meeting minutes from Tuesday, May 6, 2025.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any questions? Any opposed? Okay, that passes. Moving on to item 5A, 25-1399, recommendation for approval of the Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus Hanover Park District Hollywood Park Playground Replacement Project. There was a lot of words, parks. And for approval of the 2019 Action Plan Amendment Number 8, substantial to reprogram CDBG CV funds to add a neighborhood investment project. We've got a motion and a second. Do we have a second? Can someone second it,
Second.
please? Thank you. We're going to, and all in favor?
Aye.
Actually, well, okay,
Just
we're going
explain a
to
little.
talk
Yeah.
about this first, sorry. So,
I can start and. Julie
Yes,
can fill in.
okay.
So this
Mary
is,
will take over.
you recall a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
we brought this idea that we would, we had a regular CDBG project that looked like it was eligible for coronavirus, funds because we had a little bit of that money, left. And so we reached out to them. They confirmed that they were still interested in the project. And so we're bringing it forward and, it does mean we need to amend also our 2019 action plan, to reflect how we've used these funds. I don't know, Julie, if there's anything else you wanted to add. Okay.
does anyone have any questions about this? No? Okay. It passed, so thank you. Moving on. Item 25-1400, recommendation for approval to combine two 2025-26 Community Development Block Grants public service applications originally submitted by Catholic Charities, Diocese of Joliet, into one comprehensive application, resulting in one CDBG public service project recommendation for Catholic Charities, Diocese of Joliet in program year 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you very much. Mary, would you like to speak to
This
this?
one's pretty self-explanatory.
Anyone?
Anyone for ease of reporting, it'll be a single project now.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Finally, we have item 25-1401, recommendation for approval of program year 2026 Community Development Block Grant Capital Improvement Application updates and affected CDC policy update. Julie, would you please fill us in on this?
Sure.
Okay.
So as we discussed at our last meeting, the committee was asking us to move forward with a capital improvement application process. So as part of that, we had to go back and evaluate our existing policies and the last application that we used to see if there were any changes that we needed to bring forward. So this is an overview of what our department is recommending as far as changes from the last capital application round that we had, as well as a slight change to a policy that currently exists in order to move forward with these recommendations as they're written. So if there's any specific questions on our recommendations, I'd be happy to go through them, answer any, as well as the policy change, if there's any questions on that.
Just to add a little bit more on the minimum ask for our neighborhood investment projects, for the municipal projects, we have a minimum ask of 200,000. Because these are capital projects for nonprofits, we dropped it to 100. We're also limiting, I think this is an important one to just point out, so that we're limiting to a single application for a single location. So what becomes very difficult is if we have a bunch of little capital projects, remembering these are federal funds, they have a whole lot more regulations around it, particularly related to environmental reviews. It's a comprehensive study basically that you have to do on the property before you can invest the funds. And so it's just an enormous administrative burden to do small projects. So, you know, in the past, we've had agencies where they had scattered site projects, and it really becomes, it's 5 sites, it really becomes 5 separate projects. And so it just becomes increasingly difficult. We also want to make sure that we're doing major investments into properties so that they will, you know, extend the useful life and really make significant improvements. And so I think it's important just to highlight that it's one site, it's one application per agency and one site per agency. We are also requiring a capital needs assessment, and I think as we discussed in the past, at that past meeting, but also we're going to require that the agency, it's a mandatory, we want it to be a mandatory information session on what is a capital needs assessment, so that each agency is represented. We will record that webinar so that other individuals from the agency can, you know, if they have a conflict, but we want the agency to send at least one person, at least one person attend that mandatory meeting.
Any further questions on this? Okay, seeing none, may we please have a roll call vote?
Was it two first? Oh, okay, sorry about that.
Who made the motion?
Who made the motion?
Cindy.
Cindy, okay, sorry. Okay, so,
Cahill?
Cahill. Member Crandall,
Yes.
member Flint,
Say yes.
oh no, he's not here. Member Hayter? Yes. Member Hammerfin,
Yes.
member Honig,
Yes.
and member Krajewski.
Yes.
Member Schwartzy,
Aye.
member Bastian,
Yes.
and member, no, he's not here. And Trevor.
Aye. Cindy, would you like to voice record your?
Yes,
vote?
just make
Okay.
sure you put aye for Cahill. Thank you.
Thank you.
I like to snuck out.
That motion passes. Thank you. Any other business? No new business, no old business? Okay. Seeing none, then this meeting is adjourned till our next meeting, July 1st. Thank you, everyone, for coming.